Hey Stampin' friends, welcome to the Joy Stampin' with Rachel. I'm Rachel Coon and today is our Fun Fold Friday. We'll be making a DSP Waterfall Fun Fold using the Let's Go Fishing DSP just in time for our DSP Designer Series paper sale going on in the month of June. I'm going to hold my flip and we'll get started. Do a quick shimmy over so you can see everything just fine. Welcome. If this is your first time to the Joy of Stamping with Rachel, it is Fun Fold Friday, which means I like to share a fun fold with you. And for one lucky person who watches and comments either on the live, on Facebook, or even on YouTube before midnight on today. Sorry, this is bouncy. So let me just scoot this. There we go. Then they will receive the card that we're making today. And we have a black spot. Oh, I'm so sorry. So sometimes I can get this angle just right, but other times there's something in the view of our camera. So I apologize for our black corner in the very right. You can't see like the scissors. So I'll just be mindful not to put things in that corner so it's not covering it. Sorry about that. Okay, comment. I love seeing your comments. I love hearing what you think. I love knowing if you have these products or if you want to get these products. This is my hostess code for the month of June. So if you're ordering, please use that code and I'll send you some extra happy mail every time you use that code in the month of June. You also get a tutorial from me called the Penny Crafter Tutorials. It's me and another stamper who creates a tutorial to send to our customers to thank them. Let me show you first the cards that were included in that tutorial. And you can see how I did something similar with our card today. So this features the Let's Go Fishing DSP. This one is a fun fold as well. Opens up like that. But then we combined it with a different stamp set than the stamp set that goes along with that DSP. So this is a Father's Day one, super cute with our little circles of fishes. And we're using the He's All That stamp set with the Let's Go Fishing. And I just use a little bit of this one. For this card today, I'm using the Wishing You a Happy Father's Day and To the Man Who Does Everything. So this is a great masculine card. If you were ever struggling to get one of those made, this is a great one to do. Our DSP is on sale right now, a select paper. So not all of our designer series paper, but a nice handful, maybe 2 handfuls worth. It's 15% off of the original price. So it's a great time to stock up. I sure know that I'm going to stock up. This is the Let's Go Fishing DSP. Let me show you how the waterfall card works. So when I pull this little tag down here, it starts to move and reveals our fun message at the bottom. Then we just light it back up as a waterfall goes in reverse and it can lay flat and be shipped to our fathers. I chose this cute paper here that has the fishes, the fishing poles, the hooks, which I put upside down. So we'll make sure not to do that this time. And then that DSP on the bottom that matches our backing here. Super fun fold. I actually made a video for this one 2 years ago, almost. It'll be 2 years in July, using the Party Puffin ones. And so that one I use basic white for our squares here and did stamped images. But this time we're using just DSP as a flip through kind of thing. You can use any DSP with this fun fold. In fact, I have another example using the awesome, let's see, what's the name of this one? This is hold on, I have it right here. Stargazing DSP. So I'm loving the brights in this one. Compared to this one, this is a little bit more warm, masculine. This one's a little bit more bright, more childlike. So this one, same idea. We pull on there and we get this cool reveal of our DSP. I just need to add a secret message to put on the bottom of this one and this will be ready to go. I do want to show you on the back of this one, I've put some very vanilla so that we can have a Wishing You a Happy Father's Day. That's where this one goes. So that way there's not much room to write on this one. So it's nice to have that extra feature on the back. Okay, I think we're ready to start this card. Oh, one other thing. It is a joining deal month. So start a kit if you want to join my Stampin' Up team. For the month of June, they have a bonus, or a plus is what they call it, Starter Kit Plus. So It's a $99 to join my team or any Stampin' Up team, but join mine and you'll become a Royal Heart Stamper. And then you can pick out though $155 worth of products. I did the math. So let's say you love DSP. What you would do is you could pick out 14 different DSPs for your starter kit. Crazy, right? With that sale going on. There's even a pre-order right now for demonstrators. So if you wanted something from that pre-order in your starter kit, you could put that as well. All right, now we're ready. I think that's all that's happening in June, right? Let me grab our pieces to show you. Over on my blog, you'll have all of these measurements. So you're like, I didn't catch that, Rachel. Don't worry. Visit my blog. It's in the comments below on Facebook and in the description below on YouTube. While you're there, be sure to like and follow this video to see each of my fun folds every week. All right, so we're starting with our wild wheat. This is my least favorite new in color, so I need to just love it more, play with it more. So I decided let's make this card being the base for this one. This is a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, so like the size of an A2 card. We have our DSP right here. You'll see the back side. It's our cute little fishes. We could switch it over if we wanted to, but I'm going to go ahead and keep that fun buffalo check there with the mossy meadow and the wild wheat. We're putting some liquid glue on the back there to attach. Slide that one in. And that's 4 by 5 1/4. There we go. Then we'll have a piece of mossy meadow, and that measures at the 4 1/4 by 1 inch. I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to put tear tape on both ends, but no adhesive in the center. This is what our waterfall is going to hold on to. And you want some strong adhesive because you're going to be pulling on this and you don't want that to come off. And I want it to dry fast, so I don't want to use liquid glue. Liquid glue would totally work if that's all you have, but we want this to be ready to play with here in the next couple minutes. So we're using our tear tape. The nice thing about this buffalo check DSP is I can totally use it as a lineup. So we want to go, here's about halfway. We want to go about 3/4 the way down. And we're going to go all the way from one end to the next. And about so. Smooth it out. Okay, that part's ready. All we need to do is our stamping for this guy, and we can attach that to the back. So I'm using our Mossy Meadow ink. And we're making this one into a Father's Day card. So wishing you a happy Father's Day. Ink that up. Make sure it's nice and flat. Looks like I got some good ink on there. Go to the top center. Press down and lift up. Super cute. I'm going to let that dry. I will add that to the back here in just a second. We do have one more item to stamp, but we're going to save that towards the end. I'm just going to set my ink aside. Let's grab our DSP. So you'll need 4 pieces of DSP, or the basic white panels, and we're going to attach them to our mats. These measure at 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. All very easy measurements today, which is always nice, right? All right, so we're going to flip over each one at the same time, and then we're going to add our liquid glue to the back. So we'll go some liquid glue here. Make sure we're not going too close to our edges. I kind of do a squiggle. Looks like an M. You think I worked at McDonald's or something. That's a fun fact. Wendy's, McDonald's both put M's and W's on their hamburgers with mustard when they apply it. Back in my day, back in my teen years, I worked at Wendy's for a little bit. So that was a fun fact to learn. Okay, we're almost there with our gluing. And I'm just loving this masculine DSP. It makes making the manly cards a lot easier when the DSP does all the work, and it helps me pick out what colors I think will work great too. All right, glue it on. Then you need to figure out which order you want them to go into. I really like the fish on the top, the poles afterwards. Make sure I don't have my hooks going the wrong way this time. My hooks and my bottom one there. Once we have those lined up, go ahead and grab our piece here. This is a 2 by 9. We have it scored at 4 locations. Let me grab my measurements. So we have it scored at 2, 2 3/4, 3 1/2, and 4 1/4. Grab your bone folder. Start the scoring on this one. Start to bend it. And you want to do this beforehand because once it's on your waterfall, it's hard to crease this. So crease it first before we attach. Come. And right now, I can honestly go ahead and do my stamping because I know where it ends up when I pull it out here. So let me go ahead and do that while it's still here and flat. I'm using the To the Man Who Does Everything. Grab my mossy metal back in. Ink this up. Looks good. And go right underneath that last score there. Nice. While we're here too, let's go ahead and punch a hole. I just have a regular hole punch. We're going to stick that right in the middle. This is about the 1 inch mark right there. And we're going to grab some of this amazing in color twine. This is the wild wheat. It's super thick. It's thicker than linen thread, which is nice. Let me grab about, we'll do about 5 inches. What I did for this one is I went ahead and I tied a knot and then a knot again. It's just a regular knot. If it was thinner, for this one here, I put them both in and did like a slip knot there, which it might come out and I might need to add a glue dot there to help keep it secure. So that's what I like about this one. It has a really nice knot there. I know it's not going anywhere. Then I'm going to take my both ends and put them through and pull them at the same time. Maybe form another knot. There we go. Nice and rustic, right? Okay, now we should be ready to attach our waterfall to our moving mechanism here of our wild wheat. Oops, sorry about that. We are going to start with the bottom, and I like to use tear tape. So I know where my top is. This one doesn't matter. There's no wrong or right reason for the top of this one. But I'm going to put some tear tape at the very top and only the top. We need the other parts to be loose so that way we can have it waterfall for us. We're going to go right underneath our first bottom score. Okay? Just like that. We'll grab the next piece that we want. Flip it over. Make sure that you know where the top is when you do it. Grab some tear tape. Put that on the back. Remove the backing. And line that one up right underneath that score line. These are all 2 inches wide, so make sure that you try to line it up one on top of the other. The fishing poles have a upside down and right side up, so make sure you flip that over, knowing which one's the right side. The top, grab your tear tape. And we definitely don't want to mess up on our fish. I'll do tear tape there. Flip them over, because upside down fish usually is a bad sign. So we don't want this to be a sad card, but a happy card. So make sure your fish are swimming the right direction. Okay. Again, right underneath that score. And our last one, right underneath that top score where we have already bent. Looking good. We get to this point, what we're going to do is put some tear tape on the very back of this part here. I'm not going to remove the backing of it yet, so we can kind of show you, but we're going to put it right here. Okay, grab our base back in. Let's go ahead. Actually, let's go ahead and flip this over and glue on our nicely dried Happy Father's Day one on our very vanilla. I'm using just a little bit of Stampin' Still Plus, and I put a little bit in each corner and one in the center. I roll about 1/4 of it out, 1/4 of an inch. So you don't need a whole lot of adhesive when you're using that Stampin' Still Plus, and when you do it that way, it lasts a long, long time. There are refills, so this is the case for it. Then you can buy just a refill, which is always a discount price than the original first one you get. Okay, slide this guy in. Hopefully we didn't make our knot too big. Now we got him. He's slidden in. Slidden, is that a word? Slide him in. Then we can go ahead and remove the backing of our tear tape here. It's off screen. I'll pull it in down. Here's our tear tape there. Remove that backing. And luckily, we have lines here kind of guide us. You see how I have the buffalo check here? Kind of help me figure out where center is. If you really want to know where center is, you can mark it on the bottom and line it up perfectly that way. I'm not a perfectionist, so I'm okay. But we're going to take that tear tape bottom and put it on our mossy meadow strip here. Okay, just like so. Press down. Then go ahead and push this part all the way back up so it can lay flat. And there we have it. Let me grab it to show you. Here's my cute little knot so I know where to pull. Here goes our waterfalls. It shows each of our DSPs and then our secret message there on the bottom. Isn't that amazing? And it can go over and over and over again. This will be a fun one for any father to play with who is a kid at heart for sure. I hope you guys have had a fun time learning how to make today's card. Again, please comment and shop from my online store using that hostess code for the month of June, and I'll send you some happy mail. You can visit my online store using that link there, or I'll have it in the comments below. Have a great Friday and happy stamping, everyone. Goodbye.